This video is brought to you by FlexiSpot. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my 150 square foot wood shop. Come on in. The reason I'm making this video is because it's been nearly 3 months since I made my last post, and a lot has changed. Not only do I have this new slick hairstyle, oh my god, I have a lot of new tools, oh god. I want to show you guys the new tools that I've acquired, as well as some good tools for someone that might be trying to set up their own shop in a small space like this one. I also just want to show you guys that anybody can go from having a basic single car garage to a fully functioning wood shop. All you have to do is spend pretty much every single dollar you have and almost every waking moment thinking about it. That being said, let's get started with the tour. I want to start off with what I think is the most important tool in my wood shop, my air filtration system. So if you're just setting up your wood shop, one of the most important things to consider is your air filtration system. Now, a lot of people say that you can just do a DIY box fan with some filters on it, but I wanted to be sure that it was working, and I'm willing to spend the money if it's for my own health and safety. So I bought the Jet AFS 1000C air filtration system, and I use it all the time. I pretty much run it the whole time I'm in here, and I love it. I know it's working because it has this green light indicator that says the air filter is good. So as long as that's green, then I know that it's working properly. Okay, it's yellow, but that just means that I need to replace it soon. The filter is still working. I have nothing to worry about right now. All right. Ooh. Since we're on the topic of sucking dust, I think the shop vac is the next best tool to talk about. This is my Festool CT MIDI 1, and I definitely splurged on this. I got the one where it has this part on the top. You can stack your Festool boxes. This isn't actually even mine. I still like this because I'm in a small shop, so being able to stack things and tucking away the hose in this compartment is super helpful. Yeah, super mobile, which is nice. I splurged because, once again, this is a part of my health and safety, and I'm willing to spend the money on these, and this lives up to the hype. This vacuum is so much better than my last one. I had a DeWalt from Costco, and my brother took it for me, so this one is very nice. Very nice! Since we're on the topic of new tools, we'll head over to the back of the garage where I have one of the newest additions to my shop. Alright, you got it? You got it? Okay, yeah. We can lower it.
Oh, Zach, I feel bad.
It's an 8-inch helical head grizzly jointer, and it's a beast. I got it on OfferUp from a gentleman named Eric, who, fun fact, is now one of my patrons. Thank you, Eric, for the support. But I've had a chance to use this a bunch with my current project, and it is so nice being able to have flat wood. That was one of my biggest struggles before, was not having square wood. So sometimes, you know, things didn't line up right. It was just annoying. I spent some time tuning this up, and it works great. I'm super happy. The only thing I'm missing is a dust collection system. I have the air filtration, I have a shop vac, I just don't have a dust collection system. And so whenever I use this, dust is going everywhere. I always wear this mask for a long period after because it's, you know, in the air for a while. I've spent pretty much all my money on my current project and these last few tools, so I don't really have enough to buy a dust collection system. So if any of you out there can sponsor my next video and give me a dust collection system, hit me up. Anyways, the joiner is one of my favorite tools in the shop, and I'm very pleased that it's here because it's made my life a lot easier. I spend an incredible amount of time here in my shop, but I also spend a lot of time in my bedroom because I have to work on my computer as well to edit these videos. So before we move on to something else in the garage, I want to talk about this video sponsor, FlexiSpot. And in order to do that, we're gonna have to head over into my room where all the magic happens. When FlexiSpot told me they're sending me their C7 Ergo office chair, I was legit pumped. I'm on my feet for so many hours of the day, and when I finally get to go sit down at my computer, the last thing I want is to be uncomfortable. In my last chair, my butt would get hot. I always had a pillow behind my back for support, but now, to be completely honest, I never even think about my chair. I don't have to. It doesn't bother me in any way, and it gives me the support I need in all the right places. There's an adjustable lumbar for my lower back, a footrest for when I just want to chill, and a stable upright position for when it's time to get down to business. Guy drop blue. Got both. See that chat? Better chair equals better gamer. There's a 30-day risk-free trial and a 10-year warranty to replace any broken parts. Use my code C750 for $50 off your next purchase of a C7 office chair. Thank you FlexiSpot for sponsoring this video. Now that I've gone over the newest tools in my shop and what I think is the most important tool, I want to cover my hand tools. Hand tools, in my opinion, are the most satisfying part of woodworking. They're quiet, they look good, and there's nothing better than getting the perfect shaving. If you're newer to woodworking, this is where I think you should be spending a lot of your time. You should be trying to collect some of these tools and refine the skills that it takes to use them, because they're instrumental in the process of woodworking. The first hand tool that I got was this bench dog block plane. And I think I've used it in literally every single project since purchasing it. I think the block plane is a great place to start when you're building your hand tool inventory. The block plane is the most versatile hand tool, and it can provide value to even the most experienced woodworkers. If you want to do any type of joinery without using a Festool domino, then you're going to need to get yourself a set of chisels. The set I have is a Japanese Benchmade set, and I love them. I would recommend them to anybody. They've worked really well for me so far, and they're not that expensive. I'm going to leave a link in the description of all the tools that I've talked about today. I don't get any money from it, but people are always interested where I get my tools, so I'll leave a link. The last tool I want to talk about is this one. I got it as a gift from a friend who was traveling in Japan and bought it for me. It's a slick chisel. The best thing about hand tools is not only are they super valuable in the wood shop, but they can also hold a tremendous amount of meaning. Which leads me to my next point, books. There are a lot of good woodworking books out there, but I only have 3. And the value that I've gotten from these 3 books is insane. I've learned things like the tradition, the spirit, and the meaning behind the woodworking tools that I'm using every single day in my shop, or how to set up and sharpen tools so I can use them to the best of their ability. I want you guys to remember that knowledge is power. Okay, if you look closely in other YouTubers' videos, you might start to notice these pulleys. And what these do is they bring down my black backdrop. And if you want any chance at selling your furniture, no matter how nice it is, then you're gonna need good pictures. And I think the #1 key to having good pictures is no distractions in the photo. I don't think it's any coincidence that the first piece that I put up with pictures with this backdrop sold to somebody that I don't know. Thank you, Amir, for purchasing the desk. This is my 10-inch Rockwell contractor saw, and I think it's from the early 70s, and it still runs great, which is incredible. I purchased it on Craigslist for $100, and up until now, it's worked for me great. But I think I'm starting to outgrow it. The 2 biggest reasons that I think I'm done with this saw is because 1, it's underpowered, and 2, I don't really feel safe using it. It doesn't have a riving knife, and I can't find one because I think it's too old of a saw. You should always have a riving knife. It really helps prevent kickback. So it's one of the safest things that you can do to prevent workplace injuries. What will I upgrade to? I really don't know. Table saws are super expensive. I missed the Saw Stop sale. So you guys should let me know in the comments what I should get. Just remember that I have a really small shop, and so whatever I get has to fit in this area. All right, you guys, that's gonna be it for the garage tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed making this wood shop so far, and I can't wait for the improvements that are still to come. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm curious on if you guys think this is a good wood shop or if I have a long ways to go before it's fully functional. If you guys stuck around till the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you think I've earned it, hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 before the end of the year. I'm at 6,300. I only have a little ways to go. So smash that subscribe button, hit like if you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one where I get back to my normal, calm woodworking videos. Peace. Just a last quick reminder, use my code C750 for $50 off your first purchase of a C7 office chair.